During the last months, Ukraine has been experiencing extensive waves of rocket attacks on electricity infrastructure. As a result, a lot of ENGin students based in Ukraine are now having problems with stable electricity and suffering from power outages, which affect their everyday lives. All this made ENGin sessions times inconsistent for most participants, as learners need to reschedule quite often or cancel at all because there is no electricity or smooth internet connection. ENGin wants to make sure that even in such challenging times, Ukrainians have access to educational opportunities, and volunteers can help them with their English mastering. So, we are accepting the challenge of new realities, which will definitely not last forever. We decided to launch a temporary solution of asynchronous learning sessions in our program. So, what is an asynchronous session? This is a session where your student works through the set tasks or activities at their own pace, in their own time, and under your supervision, without meeting for an online session. This method has proven to have a lot of advantages. Students do not need to be connected to the network here and now. They will be able to practice their English anytime, anywhere, and on any device. Students will have more time to reflect on and engage with the material. So it's very probable that this way your students will articulate their ideas better. Students will build new skills and use the longer speaking terms to build confidence and fluency. Students will become more autonomous. Feedback will be provided from volunteers. Students will also be able to perform self-correction. You may wonder what materials we offer as an organization. We have started developing a set of worksheets aimed at intermediate advanced learners, which may be found in a volunteer handbook section of our website. There is also a volunteer version with some short instructions and answers to vocabulary activities. Each session contains discussion, vocabulary expansion, reading, listening, and watching video activities. Usually, there are also tasks for writing and sometimes for grammar practice. You may see an example on the slide. There are also special symbols used for convenience, audio or video message. In this case, be ready to receive a voice or video message from your learner and respond to it. Writing task. In this case, be ready to receive a completed written response, check it, and correct the mistakes. Watch the video. We kindly ask you to do some kind of pre-work and review the video to be able to share your ideas as well. Practice vocabulary. This is going to be an individual task for your student. They may sometimes ask for help. Read an article story and complete the tasks. We also ask you to complete the pre-work and review the article story to be able to share your ideas as well. Brainstorming or quiz time. Be ready to receive a voice or video message from your learner and respond to it. Finally, grammar practice. This is going to be an individual task for your student. They may sometimes ask for help and guidance. Speaking about beginner and young learner students, since their sessions are already supplemented with the slides, we have started adjusting new plans with instructions for asynchronous activities on the slides and volunteer instructions. Check out sessions 54 and 55 for beginners and 15 and 16 for young learners. We will be developing and adding more plans. Let's talk about the technical issue. We encourage you to exchange voice or video messages since the core objective of our program is conversational, not written practice. You may use Telegram, WhatsApp, or any other app you both agree on and which has these features. In order to record a voice message in Telegram or WhatsApp, click the icon of the microphone and hold it. In Telegram, you can also record a short video message by clicking on the microphone and the icon of a video camera will appear. There are several possible ways we can suggest to hold an asynchronous session. Option 1. You can establish a 30-minute voicemail exchange session at a certain time, if you both can choose the time in your schedule and opportunity. During this session, you will be discussing the questions and tasks from the worksheets or slides. In this case, try to follow the logical order, but feel free to contribute by asking your questions, making suggestions, etc. Make sure to mention the number of activities. You may start by saying, have you already read the article from Task 5? What are your ideas? Shall we discuss? Or I find some questions from Task 5 really interesting. Let's go through them. Anyway, we expect both you and your learner to initiate and engage in a discussion. In case you cannot find the best time slot for both of you, please hold the session totally asynchronously. It means you will be recording your answers, ideas for different tasks and activities into voice or video messages and sharing them. In this case, we expect you to reply to those messages as soon as you have the possibility. This kind of approach will take a couple of days in order to discuss all of the questions, but it's also extremely helpful as students will be practicing English on a daily basis during the week. Can synchronous and asynchronous learning be combined? Sure, and we highly encourage that. As soon as you find a chance to have a real online session, opt to it. Use the asynchronous method as an induced but still useful measure. Most importantly, try to be patient and understanding. At first, it may be inconvenient and challenging, but we are sure that it will help your learner keep on improving their English, and we are always ready to help. Please, as soon as you try, leave your feedback about the new system. You may find the link to a short survey in the description. Good luck!